Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. You are tuned in with Cindy. I am currently in Glasgow, Scotland for the Indoor World Championships. So for those of you who do not know me, I am a professional track and field athlete. I am training for my 3rd Olympic Games, and this will be my first Indoor World Champ. So this is such an exciting thing for me because last year was a very, very difficult year. I was struggling with a lot of knee pain and just frustrations throughout the whole season. And so going into this championships, I'm very excited, a lot more confident than I have been in the past. And I'm just elated to be here, to represent my country, and just to perform well. So I'm going to be taking you guys along in this championships as well as other meets I have ahead of the Olympic Games this year. So if you guys want to see content like that, subscribe, and let's get into this World Champs vlog. All right, I'm headed to the airport. My husband dropped me off. I'm going to Glasgow, and I will make sure to take you along. But first, I love this guy. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys different ways that help me prepare for competition. So I like to eat a meal right before I get in the plane just because I don't know what the plane food's going to be like. And so I like to make sure that I'm full and I am ready to go. As I prepare for the flight, I make sure to just really be rested. Once I land in Amsterdam, I go to a lounge. So I have status because I travel so much, and I'm able to go to the KLM lounge, and this really just allows me to rest. So if you guys have access to one, I recommend going into a lounge just because it gives you some extra time to rest your legs, get some really good food. So in this lounge, they gave us a variety of options with different meals that I could eat. Another thing I like to do is I like to keep what I eat at home similar to when I'm traveling. So here I try to find things that match up with what I normally eat back home. So you see this bread here, it's actually gluten-free because that's something I've been trying to stick to this year. And I just get some meat and some soup and make a sandwich with this. Made it to the Crown Plaza. This is what the hotel looks like. It's really fancy. Look at all these details. Super nice hotel. So now this is the next morning after I traveled, and I am now about to do a workout. So we are headed to the track. We all go on a bus and we go to the competition stadium. So it's really nice to get to see the stadium before you race. If you have the opportunity before you compete, go and see where you're competing. It's really, really helpful to not only see what it's gonna look like the day of, but also to envision yourself preparing that day and getting your mind really, really right. This is actually the warm-up track that we will use on the day of competition, and this is where I'm going to do my workout. And this is the venue in which we were going to compete. So this is where I'm going to do my actual racing. I do a long warm-up because my legs are stiff from the flight. So after traveling, you want to make sure you warm up properly because you really want to make sure your body feels good. You don't want to pull anything. You want to make sure your body is ready, especially ahead of a competition. So I make sure to spend as much time, like I always say in my videos, with my warm-ups because this is essential to getting myself feeling good again. After I finish my warm-up, I make sure to take some electrolytes because that helps, and I stretch out for a while as well. Next, I go into my hurdle mobility. So hurdle mobility is always so helpful. I think you can try this out as a warm-up. It helps warm up the hips and it definitely makes you feel flexible. So I do this before every workout, whether it's a pre-meet or it's just a hard workout. I tend to always incorporate this before I train. Afterwards, I just do my strides, so take it slow, don't go right into it really fast. Hurdle drills really help me get ready for the race, and I just do a little bit of this to prepare me for my session. Afterwards, we do some block starts with the gun. After I finish this session, I do a weightlifting session. I actually have 3 days before I compete, so I still want to make sure I'm training enough to keep my legs feeling good. You don't want to get to a competition and just stop doing any type of workout. You want your legs to still feel very primed and strong before you compete. Yeah, I was going to ask you about the big bucket of ice. How big are the buckets? Are they small?
I can give you an ice bucket, or I can give you a...
This is my ice bath. So I make ice baths at home a few times a week, not every single day, but I do it here because I know it helps my legs tremendously after flying. So something you guys can do is make an ice bath. You also want to make sure you are fueling your body after a session. I know that it can be hard to eat when traveling and in new places, but I definitely try to keep my diet just as similar as I do when I get back home. So fueling enough, especially ahead of a competition, makes sure that you have all the energy you need, because the day of the competition, you most likely will want to eat. So this is the meal that I have for my lunch. Okay, so I am leaving the Bible study, and y'all, that was amazing. I literally loved it so much. The girls were amazing. Just the Holy Spirit was filled in that room, y'all. I highly recommend going to Bible study. I felt like I was at home. I don't know what it is, but being around other believers is just so encouraging and just so comfortable. So definitely get you some Christian believer friends. And if you're an athlete, try to get other athletes and do a small Bible study, worship the Lord. Where 2 or more are gathered in his name, there he is. So I truly encourage it. It was so fun, and I would definitely be doing more of these. So yeah, now I have to get ready for a team meeting. I need to go change my outfit and get ready for that. So let's do that real quick.
Yeah. No.
Say hi, Amelia.
But just always drink it in that you're here, you're back in the GB kit, and you've gone through a tough selection, so you are the creme de la creme, and you've got a home crowd supporting you. And that's going to be a big, big plus.
Position. I remember my first team when I was 19 years old. I was a little deer in headlights, completely new to this world of track and field, and I remember our team captain at the time was Martin Rooney, actually, who's our 4x4 team coach away from this championships, and he gave a speech and left us all raring to go and so excited and so ready, and I just thought, what would it take to actually get to that position?
Good morning, guys. It is the day before my race, and I am so excited. I just got my start list, and I'm hyped. So I'm the last heat tomorrow, and I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. It's always a good thing. So I'm about to do my pre-meet soon, and I'm just putting on some makeup After my pre-meet, I'm seeing a friend. Actually, I'm seeing two friends. I had a yummy breakfast today. It was really good, really filling. I normally don't wear makeup before practice, but I decided today, since I'm seeing people afterwards and I'm just like feeling cute, I might as well put a little something on. But anyways, so my pre-meet is just gonna consist of a warm-up and then a few starts, and then I have a quick little lift. So my lift is just essentially what you saw the other day. Feel the weights, feel, you know, a little bit of load in my body, but nothing crazy. I don't usually lift too heavy right before I compete. Yeah, y'all, I'm so excited to race. I just want to race now. I was watching the 110 hurdles this morning, and it made me a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. So I was watching, I'm like, okay, I'm envisioning myself over these hurdles the same way they're running. And then also, we're always the last day. I don't know what it is about the women's hurdles, but they love making us the last day. And then to make matters even worse, I'm in the 6th heat, which is the last heat. So I'm just like, man, y'all really want me to just wait, but it's all good. Sometimes the anticipation builds something for me, you know? So anyways, super excited. I'll take you guys along with me as I go do my pre-meet. Come along with me. I'm gonna finish this makeup and show you in a second. Final face, and your girl is ready to go. So the day before I compete, I like to make sure I do something, but not too much. So I still spend time with my warm-up and making sure my body feels really, really good. And I also do some sprint drills. So I just like to do some quick sprint drills to keep me fast and just to reinforce good habits before my competition. After I do that, I just do some sprints. So if you're an athlete, it's really good to feel explosive. Everybody's different, but this really helps me to feel good before the race. Okay, I just finished my pre-meet shakeout. Now I'm about to do my quick pre-meet lift, and this is the weight room at the training track. It's actually really nice. It's actually a perfect setup. So I often get asked why I lift before I compete, and this is something I've actually just started recently doing. I never used to do this when I was younger, but what I've noticed is it really helps me feel good. I don't do too much weight, but I like to feel a little bit loaded because as an explosive athlete like myself, I tend to do well off a load. I like how it makes my legs feel. I don't feel flat the day of the race. So what my coach will have me do is he'll just have me hit a couple heavy reps, but not a lot of volume, just so that I can feel it without getting tired. So if you're like me and you just want to feel really primed and ready to go, then maybe incorporate a lift session before your competition. That can be really helpful, and it can make you feel awake and alert and just ready to go. Just like that, I'm done with pre-meet. I feel really, really good. I'm excited for tomorrow. So I'm about to catch lunch right now with a friend. Need to cool off quickly and then head to lunch. So see y'all in a bit. Uber dropped me off a few blocks ahead or behind, so now I just need to walk back to Mini Grill. But Jules, our chaplain for these meets, is here, and she already saved us a table, so that's nice. Oh yeah, here it is. Mini Grill Scottish Steakhouse. Hello. I'm well, how are you? I think my friend has a seat. Jules?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's here.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Hi, how are you? Good. Ab, say hi. Looking beautiful. And Jules, say hello, Jules. All right, y'all, this looks so good. We're about to share it. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Yes.
Oh my god, so good to this?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Of course.
It's gonna be so good. So this was my prelim. I actually tied my personal best in this race, so I think it was pretty well executed. I was quite pleased with how I ran. I felt confident, and yeah, indoors has never been my strong suit, so just working on my first half has been incredibly helpful, and I know it's really gonna help me for the outdoor season. My semifinal was actually my worst race. So as you can see here, I didn't have the best start, and then I hit the first hurdle. I got thrown off completely, and it was a game of catch up at that point. So I finished third, and I had to wait to see if I made the final, and I did make the final, as you can see.
Here for the 8 women who will vie for a World Indoor Championship in the 60-meter hurdles.
That's in December.
So the final, I was in lane 1, and it went all right. I wasn't very pleased with this final. Didn't have as good of a start, but I ended up coming back and I did not dip properly, which led to me getting 7th. So this race definitely wasn't my best race, but I am so grateful to have made a World Championship indoor final. This was my first one. I'm extremely grateful, but I am so excited for outdoors. The road to Paris continues, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, subscribe for my journey, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.